ladies and gentlemen of the 118 scale, 3.75 inch, 4-inch modern action figure community. I'm back again with another video. And in this video, we're going to be discussing none other than Cobra's premier pilot, known in the G.I. Joe world as Weasel. Weasel is known and respected as a very skilled pilot among fighter pilot groups. He honed his skills by flying anything he could get his hands on, anything from a jetliner to patchwork plane to a plane with things falling off of it. He mastered flying them all. While Weasel is also embroiled in a bitter rivalry with G.I. Joe's Captain Ace, and this rivalry came about when Weasel attempted to ambush Captain Ace, and the two engaged in a dogfight. Weasel is a natural troublemaker, and he plays a lot of pranks on fellow Cobra members. Weasel, which you see before you here, was first released in 1984 and 1985. He was ultimately discontinued in 1986. And Weasel was also released with the Cobra Rattler. And I'll put a picture of what the Cobra Rattler looks like right here. He has a few different versions, and let me inform you of what those are. He has version 1, which is 1984-85, and that's the version we spoke of, which was ultimately discontinued in 1986. He has version 2, released in 2002, version 3, version 4, 2004, version 5, 2005, version 6, 2006. He was also released in the UK under the name Red Wolf. He also has a release in India in the year 2002. While Weasel was completely original, the only time his parts were used were to create the character Sky Striker of the G.I. Joe team. Now, let's have a look at a modern offering of Wild Weasel, which this is the version, which is version 6, released in 2008, I believe. First and foremost, let's get a look at his file card. You can pause and read that right there. It'll give you a little bit more info of what we discuss. Awesome. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the Wild Weasel character here, or figure here, rather. Now, we've seen these before. He has his personalized figure stand. Let's get that to focus in. Cobra logo. Pretty plain Jane, nothing crazy there. He also has a sidearm, which you see here. Looks kind of like a 45. I believe he has on his person here, he has a knife. Is it removable? It looks like it's removable. It is not removable, but ultimately that's what he has here. Let's get a look at the figure. Those are the only two things it seems like he came with. Well, I feel like there's more. I'll definitely put it in the comments if there's more. But anyway, let's do a 360 on him. He looks very good in comparison to what he looked like back in 84 and 85. He's got his flight plans and his mapping on his leg here. He's got some harnessing. He's got that signature mask on. The mask is not removable, does not reveal any face. Cobra logo. I think he's pretty cool. There's a bunch of mentions of him in the comics. Let's see if I can get him to stand up. And in the Marvel Comics run, he was first encountered by G.I. Joe while trying to track Cobra Commander under the orders of the Baroness. And if you know, that was in the Marvel Comics series. So if you wanted to figure out that story and what went on there, you might want to grab a copy of that and get a good read on it. So there's not a whole lot to go over with Wild Weasel. He is an awesome character. He is one of the first characters that I came to know in G.I. Joe in my childhood, and I really like him. He really does stand out. He is a one-of-a-kind character. If I had to rate this figure here, I'm going to give him a B plus. And why? Because he is done very well in comparison to the original figure. I really like what they did here. He probably could have got a better grade. I didn't like the boots and the pants here, but ultimately, there has to be some differences in figures because I really like the boot cut with the tightly laced boots and the cuff here. But I mean, ultimately, I think he's done really well. There's not a whole lot much more I would have done differently to bring him into the modern form. I do not have a Rattler, but I will put a picture of a Rattler here so that you guys can see exactly what it looks like. So I think I'm going to end this video right here. If you have any questions or comments, feel free, put them down below. I'll get to them at my earliest convenience. I appreciate you all. While you're out traveling, keep your eye out. You never know. While Weasel might be your airline pilot, right? So with that being said, peace. I appreciate you all. Until the next one, I'm out.